Hey everyone, thank you for tuning back in. This is a quick video. I was working on my Monte Carlo, was doing some body work, deleted the handles because I did not like the way these handles came with this kit. It was kind of molded in one piece. I did attempt to drill straight down and make my own hole for the cutout for you to put your hand in. That was not successful. It was too brittle and it broke, so I decided just to shave them, and I ordered some exterior handles from mcvproducts.com. Reminder that they have changed to .com instead of .net. But I did want to go over something with sanding because I deleted some stuff on this firewall. So hard to reach area. I did get some of these from mcvproducts.com as well, which are phenomenal, and I use them for a lot of things, but it was just a little bit too big for this firewall, so I'm going to show you what I did. Looking for the best aftermarket parts and accessories for your model? Look no further than MCV Products. Bring your models to life at mcvproducts.com. Okay, welcome back. So what I wanted to do is show you when I'm trying to sand in areas that are tight like that. This is just a little bit too thick, as you can see. It would be fine if you're doing inside there, and I also use it for blocking because this is a nice firm sanding stick and very well made, and I will actually, use that for sanding or blocking in square or flat surfaces. I also use a lot of sanding sponges because I can kind of manipulate them. I don't like to use them on the flat sides, only because you can accidentally put too much pressure in certain places. But if you're doing them in crevices and stuff like that, you can see I can get a little bit better in there only because I can manipulate the size. I also have some of these. As you can see, I was using that because I will go in there and, get as much as I can. The only problem with this is good for knocking down most of your stuff. The problem is once you get to a certain point and you want it flat, this rounded sanding stick is not really, it's going to give you more grooves than anything flat. So it's better for knocking off the chunks if you accidentally put too much filler in there. I did have to put a lot of filler in this one only because there was a hole there. So I had to, if you can see underneath, I had to fabricate a piece of styrene in there. What I did was just hold it up, trace it through the hole, and then cut it out, fit it in there, and then use some thin cement to kind of melt it in place. And now I'm going through and doing this, but still couldn't get all of it. So back to the old popsicle sticks. Boy, these things come in handy. You just got to kind of think outside of the box. So my first attempt was with the sponge. I used that, and that worked a little bit because I was able to manipulate and get in there. Problem is, you see right there, it's still too thick. So then I glued a sheet of 400 on there to get a nice flat surface, and this is what really got me where I needed to be, because now I can get in there where I need to be, and I can make it flat just by, going back and forth with it and getting a good angle. And I'm going to probably end up deleting these lines right here as well, make this all smooth. So I really wasn't worried about hitting that too much. I am worried about going over and messing that up, even though I'm probably going to eventually make a weather seal out of rubber and put that in there. But I just wanted to show this tip because in my last video, I was discussing how to paint tiny parts, and the popsicle sticks were brought up. And some people had some really good suggestions, and I've used it before too. One was, using a piece of styrene because there's no wood grain or any kind of pores that the glue would go in. And what's funny is when I used that popsicle stick the first time for the detail on the top of my engine, that was all marker, and the marker went on that popsicle stick really well. When I went to video it, it was soaking it in too much, but I found out why. It's because I was using the white, flat white, and that does not come out very thick. I was using the AK flat white, and as soon as you put that on a popsicle stick, it's gone. But when I used the metallic, which is what I used on the top of that engine, the metallic stays on the top. It does not sink in. So I had enough time to just put a little bit, dab it on there, and it fills in those lines. If you want to see that video or missed it, take a look at my page. You'll see it in there. It's called How to Paint Tiny Parts. But doing this made me think, I was like, dang, I use popsicle sticks a lot. So there's a lot of uses for them. So just get creative. This is nothing that's rocket science or anything. It's just like, what can I use to get in there to sand that? So this was working out well. So I thought I would just make a quick video and kind of share it in case somebody needed to get in those hard to reach areas. Just get you some flat, some regular sandpaper, glue it to a popsicle stick, and get on in there. So this is a quick one, guys. I appreciate you, and until the next time, keep on rolling.